Hey, voila. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? I had to do this. I don't think I've done this before. I'm deeply sorry, guys. Temidayo. Uh, oh my goodness. So power outage just messed me up right now. So voila, sisi voila. All right, so I think anybody, I'm just going to do this because Temidayo is ready. All right, Temidayo, how you doing? But at least you guys can see my face and you can hear me. I'm so sorry. I was in a Zoom meeting and the Zoom meeting is still on, but I had to go. I had to go. Let me end the meeting. Tell me how you doing? Living in Nigeria, you enjoy power outage. What's up, bro? Good evening, Temidayo. Can you hear me? Huh? I can't hear you. Can you speak up, please?
I can hear you, sir.
All right. So how you doing?
I'm very fine, sir. Sorry, 1 minute, sir.
All right.
1 minute, sir. Sorry, sir.
No
I can hear you,
problem.
sir.
So, Temidayo, you came and showed us what it means to be a poultry farmer, and I swear that day you had your pitch, everybody was like, "Wow, this guy! We really need to look at these guys." Of course, that was what ended this qualification to be on this stage. Amazing idea. One of the things I liked about your session was the fact that you didn't come to lie, you didn't come to act, like you came to tell us the real deal. Your challenges, your limitations, your failures, all of those things were like open. So I think those were the things that actually endeared the panel to say this guy has to be somebody we take very serious. So can you tell us about your farm, Temidi's farm? Can you tell us about that farm, that amazing farm?
Oh, yes, sir. One thing, when I wanted to start this business, passion was attached to it.
Awesome.
And my parents were very supportive when I wanted to start the business. I really didn't have fun, but I had the passion to start this business. And I did a survey. I went to the market, I did a survey. What the reason why people prefer frozen foods to live chicken. So I got to know that most women, like most parents, they love frozen food because it is very fast. But do they know about the health benefit of what they are buying? Something like that. So I started with 20 beds initially. I didn't know anything about it. I just bought them. I really didn't know anything about it. I just wanted to go into the business. And failure is not an excuse for somebody to quit. So I kept on
Mm,
pushing on
mm.
till now. I went to somebody that like knows the business than I do. And again, I'm also an undergraduate. I'm in my penultimate year. So that's not even an excuse for me to stop the business. So I went like how to raise from a day old bird. So I learned all those stuff. So I started raising birds from a day old, getting everything. It was like if stress is attached to it, if you cannot do the stress, you don't go to the business. That's what I have to say about it, sir.
Stress is attached. Two things that you have said that I think I need to say something about is for you, failure was not an excuse. For you, being an undergraduate was not also an excuse. For you, um, passion was what was driving you, and of course, the whole idea about passion to profit is how do I profit from my passion? How do you make money from your poultry farm? How do you make money from the fact that you are spending sleepless nights, you're doing your research, you're learning how to raise a day, a day-year-old bird to becoming something that people can. Those things are for me. When you were having those sessions with us, and they were the things that, and you came with your A game. You didn't come like somebody who was a novice in this business. You came with some. You came to me. You are young, and you came through like someone who knows so much about this business, and I'm sure it's because of your level of drive, passion, determination, and all of those things. So tell me, can you share with us, for everybody who's
Yes, sir.
watching, what was your experience like on the day of your pitch? Were you tense? Were you afraid? Was it your first time? Let me know.
Ah, it's not my first time doing an interview, but pitching online, I was really tense that time. The day I made the pitching, like my voice was shaky. I could feel it myself. Even if Mr. Kayode was, I don't think he was that harsh, but the questions were coming, the way like I got tackled, like I was really tensed, but I thank God I was able to pull through.
No, it wasn't harsh, really. It was, and one other thing that gave you an advantage was that you were showing us practical because you were moving from this location to show us your farm and all those things. So those things were
Yeah.
real. It wasn't just a figment of somebody's imagination. It was something that we could see. It was something that we could feel, even from your voice. As much as you might want to say you are tense, but you didn't really look tense to me. You look like you know what you were doing. Maybe for you, you were tense and all of that. So, what are the challenges that you are currently facing as a poultry farmer?
Ah, feed. When you want to raise them, the feed is like the major concern. Like especially this period, like their fees are very expensive. You have to spend a whole lot, and if you want them to grow very fast, you don't have to ration their feeds. You have to feed them the normal way. 8 weeks, 10 weeks, you're already seeing changes. They're already ripe and matured for sale. That's the only thing I can say that is more challenging. And sometimes you have to be extra careful when like their water, you have to change it like almost like every time. You must not eat their waste products and all. But the feeds, in terms of feed, if I can get that, I'm good to go. And I think the day I pitched, the next day I got new birds like 200. Like I'm preparing to raise towards this thing, and I don't do it because of festivity or something. It's a full-time thing I'm doing. So, and I have people's in as much as possible I want to make profit from it. I want it to be like, you hear some people they are selling birds for 4,000, 5,000. That's what actually make people run away from live chicken, because they are quite expensive and the kind of breed. So I'm actually working towards it because I have to make my own profit too. Like a less Nigerian, like normal people, like chicken shouldn't be something people have to eat during festive period. It's like it should be regular things you could afford. I want it like anybody should actually afford birds, any kind of birds they want to eat, and actually deviating from frozen food, because you don't know how long they've actually kept this thing out. The chemicals they use in preserving these stuffs is not really healthy for people, and even red meat is actually not healthy. And I can say federal government, since they banned the importation of poultry products, we are actually very, very, even my demands, I don't meet my demands because I get to sell the birds before maturity date, sir.
Wow, amazing. Well done. Well done on what you're doing. I'm really super proud of. I'm really super proud of you. No doubt. I'm proud of the fact that you are really really passionate about this project. So the other question I'd like to ask you, where do you
Yes.
see this your business in the next 5 years?
Ha! I will see myself having a very big farm. Like I'm having advantage because I don't pay for rent. I stay in Ikorodu, so I have a large space of land. If there's any expansion, like that's advantage to me. So that's not really a problem. I see myself when I should be done by with my BSc, but then I should have up to like 2,000, 3,000 beds. Like I dream big to have more than that. And that's consistency actually matters when you are saying all this kind of stuff. When I'm saying all this kind of thing and I'm working towards it. Like my
No,
birds have actually increased.
I have no doubt that you have the capacity to do that. Considering having conversations with you, I have no doubt that you can actually break through, having that dream, come to life. So
Yes.
aside having this massive farm, with all of these birds in it, what is your system, like your strategy for sales? How are you making sales? What is your system? What are the systems that you're putting in place to make sales? Because of course, if you're going to be having a large farm like that, it means you have to employ people and you have to
Yes.
pay the staff. So, what are the strategies that you're putting in place for sales?
Okay, for sales, that's not really difficult. Like I have some vendors, like I said earlier, like the beds I actually sell out is not enough for me. Like they actually demand more, and I'm not able to meet the targets, which I had to increase my bed capacity. Like I had to increase it by 200 now. I think I have like up to like 250 a day old beds. I think the last time I pitched, I got them the next day, like 200 plus. So like how I market my business, I have a whole lot like Ikorodu Sabo market. I've gotten like three, I've spoken to people about it. So we have negotiated prices and how everything works. I have one. Actually supplied to a vendor in Sabo Ikorodu market, and I've actually made inquiry on how I can supply to different people. That is if I raise this current ones I'm actually raising for sales.
Awesome. So you already have like your vendors who you have been in
Yes,
talks with.
yes, yes, sir.
That's amazing. But one of the things you also need to do is to beyond, much more beyond that, because the truth is there's nothing wrong in taking over if you can take over. You're not the only poultry farmer, you know that. So if you
At
can
all.
take over the whole of the produce, you just imagine how much you'll be raking in.
and and
Honestly.
then I want to start, like there are some neighbors, like people that live around. I tell them, so it's actually literally not enough. I have to increase the rate at which I raise beds. Like how many beds do I have to raise? I tell people, so people around the neighborhoods to buy. So like love the fact that you said we should come live on Instagram, so I can actually integrate to Instagram as well. We could deliver,
Yeah.
like I saw different like poultry firms, like they sell on Instagram too. Instagram too is also a platform for sale. So Nepa's taking light.
Don't
So
worry, they just brought my own.
I
Go ahead, no problem.
so I can actually, I have many plans. So marketing strategies in place. I have vendors, people in the neighborhood too. When they know that you sell, they come to you, and some people that want to buy from you and resell too in the neighborhood. Ikorodu is too big for everybody. Every farmer, like the sky is enough for every bird to fly. That is how this
Fly,
business
sure.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that. The sky is massive for everybody to actually fly. There's a
Yes.
question that was coming and was going. Let me remember. And there's a question I want to ask you. It was coming and it was going. Oh God. What was that question now? All right, I can't remember, but it's okay.
Okay,
So,
sir.
what are your expectations for this final stage of your pitch?
Ah, as much as I made it to this final, I know everybody, like King Oguremi, when he said if he could afford to give everybody, he would have given everybody. I know everybody had beautiful ideas, minus people that were even shortlisted, like people that were actually not picked. Everybody had wonderful ideas, but we're just lucky amongst the few that they actually picked. And I pray I come with my A game. I should actually do very, very well, because I know everybody. Like I am even like I saw different people with different ideas. I can see, ah, I know I'm going to try my best, and if I don't win, I know it's actually a platform to learn. I shouldn't give up. I should move to the next opportunity.
Sure. So now the question has come. Now,
Okay, sir.
Temidayo, if for any reason somebody comes and says to you, Temidayo, um, um, I want to give you ₦1 million to support your
Okay,
business.
okay, sir.
Are you open for such things? And of course, the person is not giving, is not dashing you the money. The person is probably going to come like an equity investment. Like if I come and say, okay, Temidi Farms, let's sign an MOU. I'm going to give you ₦1 million. How much return on investment can I have on my money? And within what time frame am I going to have that? Are you open for such if it comes?
Yes, I'm open for
Because
such
you
anything.
have a lot of advantage, and those advantage are you're not paying rent, yeah.
At all.
So you have a massive land to do that. So if that
I'm actually
opportunity comes, all you're just probably going to do is buy more breads and more feet. Am I correct?
exactly that's all.
So I
And
you because
with that,
I like
I
the
can
business. I'm learning this poultry business from you, from the way you
okay.
are.
I can't if there's any expansion, I won't be able to do it alone. There'll be helping hands, and it will be an avenue for employing. Like I'll be an employer of labor,
Of
so
labor,
I'm
yeah,
actually extending to another family. Or
yeah.
yes, I've actually thought of it. If I get 1 million naira in 2 months, maturity rate for broilers especially is 8 weeks. That's if you feed them morning and night, they grow rapidly. So by 10 weeks, let me say by 10 weeks max, the profit I'll be making if I invest 1 million naira into poultry business, I've calculated it. I should be making up to like 700 and something thousand naira. There will be mortality rates. I've calculated mortality rates. Some birds will grow like some birds will fall sick, and so I've calculated about 700 and something thousand naira if I should remember, because I made that calculation if I get 1 million naira and something like that.
Then I'm also going to say this. Because sometimes, for me, I might not have a 1 million naira to give you. I might want to do what we
Okay.
call investment farming. At that
Yes, sir.
point in time where I look at, okay, I have a spare 100K, let me give to this guy and let him invest in his poultry farm. So that after maybe 8 weeks, like you said, that's the average
Yes.
demand of the bed growing. So if I give you 100K, for example, um, and you look at, because these are part of the things that I feel you should also do, because that way you're expanding your farm, and you're
Yes.
also making money for people. And the more people invest in your business, the more expansion you get, the more money you make, and the more people get to hear about it. Because if I give you 100K to invest in your farm, for example, technically I become your client. I also like to eat chicken. I also like to eat live chicken. So if I'm going to purchase a chicken, I will not want to go outside. I will come to you. So for everybody who's probably doing investment farming around your neighborhood, they will probably want to trust you more because they know their money is with you. So I don't know if you have thought about something like that.
Yes, I've actually thought about something like that before, but it gets to a level whereby you don't have to you have to work hard towards that level. They will be the one to work to you that they actually want to invest in this business. So that's what I'm actually
Yes.
working toward.
That
Like
that
I should
that
work hard.
that yes, that's what I'm saying. So what you need to begin to do now as a farm is to begin to develop that structure, that system. You understand? So that when the time for those people to come, it will be natural. It will not be like you're running helter skelter. You understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
if you develop that system, that and you put it in place, because for me, I'm of the opinion that sometimes there are certain things that we need to grow into. If I develop a system for my business, for example, and at this point in time you are still, we cannot call you a CEO now, yeah, you are still like, you understand, but do you know there's a particular stage you will get in that business that you might not even have time to be the one feeding the birds in the morning and in the night,
At all.
because we have people doing that. You understand? So we need to now create a system of what will I be doing when I am no longer the one feeding these birds in the morning and in the night. You understand? So that system is, let it be there so that when this growth and expansion is coming, you will naturally flow into it without having to, disrupt anything at all. So that's from me to you, as part of my counsel to you. So look into that,
Thank you,
and I
sir.
trust that you will definitely do great. I have no doubt, because me personally, I'm looking into that your farm. And by the way, I don't stay in Ikorodu. somewhere along Ikorodu. So one of these
Ah,
days, we might have to visit that your farm and see what you're doing there and see whether you can give us some chicken that we can create more.
definitely. Because if I actually get this grant, I have people at heart. Like maybe for every bed I sell, every 100 naira, I'm going to save 100 naira. Then I'm going to give back to charity or give back to the
Please,
community.
please, it is very important. They open doors for you. You will definitely open
Yes,
doors. Don't say it because you want to say it. Say it because you mean it. Because for everybody you try to reach out to, for every one person you try to be like a succor to, somebody you try to be there for, there's something it does for you. It brings expansion. I'm not preaching, but I think that's what it is.
yes,
For those who give, some way, somehow. It might not be somebody giving you, it might just be one or two opportunities and it will scale up your business. Thank you so much, Temidayo. I am happy
thank you,
to
Mr. Kachi.
talk today. I am looking forward to your final pitch. What
Yes,
group?
sir.
Group C.
Group B, sir. Group B.
B.
Yes,
B.
sir.
I'm looking forward to your pitch. Really, there are some people I'm really looking forward to. Don't fall my hand. Yeah.
At all.
Don't fall
Thank
my
you,
hand. All
sir.
right. Have a wonderful evening. My regards to your
Thank you,
family
sir.
and everybody. I pray that God is going to bring all of this, your ideas, all this, your hard work to materialization so that you begin to see and reap the reward of your labor. Thank you so much. I'll see
Thank you
you.
so much.
I think you're pitching next week. Yeah, next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. So at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity. I've been giving everybody the opportunity to shout out. I don't know whether your family and friends they watched you. So give a shout out to anybody. And all right, go ahead.
Shout
Is
out
it
to
you?
everybody that took their time to watch my life. You people are the real MVP. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate. God bless all of us all. Thank Mr.
Yeah.
Kachi. I think Mr.
Thank you.
Ogumremi too is here. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your
Yeah,
time. God bless
he's
you.
here. I think he's somewhere here. All right. Thank you
Thank you,
so
sir.
much. Thank you so much, Dayo. So I'll see you next week, Friday. But if we have a Zoom meeting, of course, I'll see you in the Zoom meeting.
All right,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. Shout out to Temidayo, a poultry farmer with a unique brain. That guy is doing amazing stuff. His speech sessions were very, very insightful, and he's a young guy who knows his numbers. He knows what he's doing. He understands the business. And I think for everybody who wants to do business in Nigeria, that's one of the things you need to begin to understand. You need to understand your business, like know your brand, know your business, like you know your name, so that when you are called upon at any point in time to talk about it, you comfortably talk about it, and then um, you you can get investment opportunities and grants like this. All right, thank you everybody. Thank you to everybody who came on today. Annette was supposed to come in the morning. I just saw you now. Annette was supposed to come in the morning, 10 a.m. But she had an issue at home, and I'm sure your brother is doing well now. Also, a special shout out to Fortune. Fortune also came on today. I also had Stella Adebayo, our school proprietress, and of course, I had the amazing conversation I've had today. I really am inspired by these young guys and what they are doing. These things inspire us to want to do more. They make us know that there's hope, there's future for the Nigerian society, but we need to begin to harness this thing in a way that it will benefit everybody and not just be something that will be like a one-off thing. We need to be systemic in the way that we harness these ideas and put them to proper work. So thank you everybody that joined. Thank you so much. And we are going to reschedule your time. Yeah, and be sure that you have a stable network when we do that so that we can have our conversation. Thank you very much, everybody who joined. I'm grateful, and it's been a wonderful day today. Tomorrow I'll be having Etimbo of Eti Farms Global. I think that will be around 5 p.m. I don't know if I have somebody else, but she's the only one I remember right now. So 5 p.m. tomorrow. But if I have any other person earlier than that, of course, I'm going to post that on Instagram. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Onikachi Mendu. I'll see you guys tomorrow.